Hello there. I have a message, and this message is probably going to be the most relevant and most important message that I will ever do. Namely, the message is that we are in a lockdown planet, and no souls are coming in and no souls are going out because it's a complete grid system built by the Archons. So the New Agey, fake healers, replicators telling you that they are alien hybrid souls is not true, because we're all alien souls that emerged here at some point, and none of us is allowed to leave. So if they say that they were sent here recently, that is a lie. This is a lockdown planet. All the animals being slaughtered and all of the human souls being slaughtered are being recycled back into this magic system. This is a lockdown planet. Nobody is leaving here anytime soon until the October of 2025. Now, this is a lockdown planet. It's an archonic grid, and there are only very rare leakages that come into the human bodies, and these happen during the magnetic polar shift happening on planet Earth, where the Mother Earth immune system decreases, and there are these rare leakages and portals during these times where some of these alien souls try to get in. So hence why there is only less than a dozen hybrid humans working for the governments on the positive and negative side. And some of these hybrids, yes, they are hybrid mixed with reptilians. And the only way you can mix alien with a human or this planet Earth is with someone from the background of Mother Earth. So animals with human, yes, you can mix it. And reptilians, human, yes, you can mix it, because reptilians, this is their home actually, and they left. And they've been banned for a long time. So anyone telling you the other is not right, okay? The Greys mixing with humans produce retarded, spiritually retarded products. We're in a lockdown planet. Everything that gets slaughtered gets recycled back in. And the only way to break this magic is by disengaging with their product. Don't buy the sausage. Don't do the shadow work. It's too late for that. Now it's time to fight. There is no time for shadow work. It's a deception-based teaching, and we're in a lockdown planet. Let's break this magic, and that's how we're going to escape. So yes, there is not a lot of time, unfortunately. There is now 2 sets of dates that have come to me, and these are emergency messages. 2025 October onwards, the free will world as we know it legally, where the Quabala needs to obey to in order to engage all of us with our free will. The choices that we make, what to eat, the choices that we make, whether to travel or not, regardless of what is going on globally, we still have some degree of choice and free will to make that choice. And they need the opposite party to engage in order to initiate a nuclear war. So Vlad not engaging in their games with his free will and choices is not able to hand it to their hands, that here you go, here is the nuclear war. He is acting very carefully not to do that mistake. But now the biggest threat is the collective humanity and this free will law that is going to be taken away from us, where we are moving towards a society where there's going to be shaved heads, white t-shirts, and a microchip system. Now, the thing is that the choice that you need to make as a listener is whether you want to engage with this magic, because you still have that free will choice up till 2025. And if all of us miss this choice and we do the wrong choices up till 2025 October, then we are moving into a very chaotic, different world. Once that very chaotic and different world comes, where they're including only human karma, not the animal karma, because animal karma exists on a different level, and this is what we need to sort out. We need to make a choice. Do we want to keep sacrificing these animal karmas and keep getting ourselves recycled back into this blood magic system? Or we want to save them and save ourselves in the process as well and lift this veil of the archonic grid. After the 2025 October, the second emergency message that is coming is we're going to move into this horrific hell on earth. And once that hell on earth exists for some time, then the entire system is going to be shut down. And it's going to be shut down by the Akashic record. The Akashic record is going to switch clothes on us. It is going to shut everything down. And like quantum physics, the mushroom, and the 8, it's going to suck everything in and reset this entire planet, or potentially the solar system, and completely shut down. This is the first time the Akashic record has done this, and this is what's going to be approaching as stage 2. First, we're going to lose entirely this free will world, the garden Adam, the Eve garden, and we are going to move into a world where the Akashic system has developed a consciousness to this degree that it has understood that the evil that is existing currently is so unacceptable that it is going to turn the power off, and every single thing will be shut down and reset and turned into cosmic dust. Because the Akashic record has become now a spiritual entity recording everything, every single individual's life, and it has decided enough is enough. Now, please keep watching this video. Please do, because it's not over. The evidence is coming now that we're living in a magic world. If you don't register this information, it means you're part of the 25% sleepers group. And if you laugh at this information, it means that you're part of the non-humans group. There has been a war, an old or new walk-in has been brought in. These elements were turned upside down in their case, not designed by Satan to be discussed in great detail. The first event I explained from the beginning, where 2003 there was a great activation in the world, energies were coming in, and the Archon Draco, in a meditative state, understood that they were in great danger. So they had to bring the frequency and energy levels to all-time low on Earth. The first event for that then was 11th September 2001. 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1. Holy 14, that is equivalent to 5. Martin Luther King was killed on the 4th of 4th, 1968. He was a dangerous character, very dangerous character to bring on change, similarly to John F. Kennedy, but Martin Luther King's death was organized, and that date as well is equivalent to number 5 again. World War I and World War II. World War II was on the 1st of September 1939, which adds up to 32. Number 5. Winston Churchill declared war on Germany after its attack on Poland 2 days later. World War I, 28th of July 1945. 14, 32. That is equivalent to 5. Now, United States Independence Date, the 4th of July, 1776. Again, equivalent to 32. Number 5. Isn't this shocking for you to hear that these dates are coming up to number 5? Isn't it shocking for you to see and hear that all these dates are coming up to number 5? But then they formatted the 509 composite group. This was created for the Hiroshima, Japan attack. The little boy and fat man atomic bombs. Announces attack on the 4th of August, 1945, and loads bombs on the 5th. Bombs were loaded on the 5th. Bombs loaded but a day late. And then 5 plus 9 is 14. And that is a 5, the composite group. And the date adds up to 5 as well, which is 5 plus 8 plus 1 plus 9 plus 4 plus 5, 32 and 5. The bombing happened U.S. time on the 5th, an opportunity to create the 555, which is the message today to you that is going to be created this year. The 555 is coming up. Now, Ship Estonia, again, another walk-in ceremony to bring in a new walk-in. They need large amounts of human sacrifices to bring in a walk-in entity. This happened on the 27th of September, 1994. It departed from Tallinn. It adds up to 5 again, 41 and 5. The ship was declared, it sank on. Who are the non-humans? The portals where they came from. Switzerland, Vatican, Mecca, Canada. Shadow-like spirits took over the nearby human bodies and kicked the original soul out. Non-humans don't respond to crime or blood the way real humans do. Once taken over by the shadow spirit, they stop developing post-traumatic stress disorder. They are everywhere by now, since the leakages from World War II. Husband, wife, family member, police officer, councils, hospitals, farmers. Some introvert, some extrovert, some antisocial, some very social. They feed off pure pain. 30% are soulless non-humans around the world. 25% are sleepers, heavy sleepers, who believe their deception. And 25% only are real human beings fighting back. So, who exactly are we fighting here? Or what are we fighting? All of us are part of the meat trap. None of us can escape the meat trap. It's been going on for thousands and thousands of years. A silent generating machine in the background, engaging you with your free will and the strange group of people living amongst us, convincing us that this is the way. You need to engage. This is the way. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up and see who they are. So, hello.
Hello, my name is Janno. I've been working in dairy industry.
Yeah.
And the message what I want to tell people that the way how the one, let's say, cow ends is in sausages.
It's in.
It's a meat. It's a meat. How the cow is not functioning properly. They giving the milk like nowadays they manage to get out from one cow like 90 liters of milk. The liver, the liver is not gonna hand it. Like they live 3 or 4 years, not more.
It's exhausted through.
It's exhausted through the boosting the producing of the milk as far as like 90 liters per day.
90 liters per day per one cow.
Per one cow. They milk them like 3 times, 4 times in a day, and it's a record is like 90 liters per day. And after that, the cow's liver is weak, and the cow will be sent to like for making the meat, taking the meat. So they collect them. They just hit them on the cars. In here, close to Latvia border, is a big, how you say, killing house or
Slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse, yeah.
Near the Latvian border.
And they all collect them there. It's like 1,000 cows standing, waiting for the killing. And one moment they killed, and you just can imagine how big is a stress hormone level in this meat. What you get when you buy the sausages or from the shop. What is the level of the stress hormone in this meat?
Oh my goodness.
So, and you will eat it.
So they, from the morning when you used to put the cows on the transportation, what kind of a man picked it up?
Oh,
this
they are
animal?
like just, how to say, they're killers. They don't care for anything. They just hit them on the car, you know. They are like electric shock straws, and it's awful. They know what's gonna happen. You know?
And
no, nobody comes back, so they already know when this car came. When this voice is here, so this is bad.
I really appreciate you saying this, Janno. You stopped doing that business. You used to deal with the bulls as well, bulls and cows, yeah?
Yeah.
And the calves, the baby calves.
Yeah.
Because you know how to help a cow to give birth and turn the calf around, yeah?
Yeah, I don't did all the works what comes around it, so yeah.
So the cow is put on, and this man looked like a psycho always when he came shouting to get the animals.
Fits, you can imagine, he fits to the profile for this job now. This is a man.
So
he's no like no IQ, no just a lot of anger, and he doesn't care. So it's like a psycho, yeah.
Like you wouldn't leave your child around that man.
Of course, no.
You wouldn't leave. You would know that man wouldn't have a problem killing your child as well.
Oh, of course. Yeah, definitely not.
And
so
it's like
5 hours drive, 5 hour drive. So they're all in the car and no truck. So all pushed together. So no space to move. They just stand all the way. Then they go to there. There is a collecting gates areas. And they put them all together, and they just stand there and wait. And the capacity of this slaughterhouse, I heard, it's almost 1,000 souls, 1,000 cows in a day. So it's huge. They have ovens where they burn all the wastes and stuff. So this is a big industry. But the meaning is that, you know, if you eat this meat, the stress level of this animal is like crazy. She wants to die, but she's afraid of totally. You know, you can imagine that.
Total panic.
Total panic. So
Boiling blood. The adrenochrome.
You can, yeah. So,
Adrenochrome, yeah. And I really appreciate you saying this. And I just want to think now. There's Rakvere slaughterhouse, and you corrected me. You said, "Don't worry about Rakvere. There is that other slaughterhouse where they slaughter 1,000 animals a day." And I was absolutely shocked when I heard this figure, because they take all the animals from the Baltic nations to that location, and it's just unbelievable. So the cow is kept in the milk machine throughout the day through the machines, yeah?
So they live in the farm. It's not, how to say that. It's like a closed area. You don't have automatic milking machines, and they feed them with like some sweet food, just to cow to make like habit to go for milking after time. She went there for food. She doesn't go there for milking, but just trained to do that. And of course they give a lot of sugars. Propylene glycol is one of part of that, and many other. So they get milk producing very high, but of course it kills the livers. So it's crazy for liver to produce so many protein to produce so much milk. So used to cows normal living time is like 10 years, but nowadays they're like 3, 4, 5 years, and this is it. No more.
And they separate the calf immediately after birth from the mother.
Yes, it's like
and straight to slaughter.
Yeah, might be that
straight to
it. So calves, no, not to slaughter, but they are collecting calves also, and it's a different business.
And some of them never seen the daylight. They never
never green grass, never. Yeah, well, it's I think like 99% of this milk and the dairy products is produced milk from milk that the cow haven't seen the green grass never in his life.
Wow. Yeah. The talk is not over. One of the deceptions of the non-humans is that protein needs to be retrieved from flesh. And that is a misconception, and it is a deception that they're trying to push on humanity. And as history and biochemistry is all false, then in actuality, protein is produced by the pituitary gland in specific parts of the brain. And the foods that you need to eat in order to have protein need to be high, rich in antioxidants and C vitamin, because it will be digested, placed in the muscle, and retrieved from there and turned into protein. So the food needs to be high in antioxidants, exactly as with when you observe a bull, that is a plant-based animal, or you observe a gorilla, or you observe an elephant. Food needs to be high in antioxidants. Even though they have a different digestive system, it still needs to be high in antioxidants. So it is not that you give the task to the animal to eat that antioxidant food and then you steal it from the flesh that they are made of. It needs to be high. That is converted into protein. The same way with cholesterol, that needs to be high. I have a very in-depth video about this. Please check the description box. Same way as with gladiators back in the old days. Gladiators aimed, all of them were plant-based and had no forms of animal products, and they needed this in order to build their muscle and strength to carry on fighting. And I have a very good video about all of this. It's a deception. They want to mislead us, entangle us in the meat trap because they need to do a little bit good in order to do a lot of bad. And the synthetic meat is all part of the meat trap. And if us as humanity eating other beings is allowing them to now expand their meat trap market and integrate now fully as well human meat. And yes, definitely they're putting these into synthetic meats to entangle us karmically in the meat trap. So the meat market is only expanding, it is not decreasing. And that is part of the magic. So once you cut the magic, you cut the cord, you stop engaging with them, the non-humans and human servants, the hierarchy elite that are not non-humans. They are very calculated, strategic, intelligent slaves to the walk-ins, the human servants, such as the politicians, etc. Then, for more info about this, go see my 2 hour long basis project lecture where I explain the hierarchy, and as well get more info in Walking Case, the book. Thank you very much. Check the description box, share this video, and let's expose these non-humans surrounding us. Things are going to get heated up all the way till 2025. Another video presentation that I'm going to be releasing, why the 2025, and things are going to get even more wilder. Thank you. This is Miss Sepsis. Goodbye.